Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a deck review. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. It's Monday. Yep, it's Monday, and that's the day I set aside to review playing cards. I review decks of cards, I review playing cards, I review magic tricks, and I also do giveaways every single month. If you like that kind of thing, make sure you hit like, subscribe, follow, thing, doodad, button, stuff, because the giveaways are only going to get bigger. In fact, in December, I'm planning on 5 weeks of giveaways, and I'm also going to give away a ton of playing cards over on my Instagram channel, so make sure you're following me over there as well. Today, we're going to look at the Uranium and Biohazard playing cards from David Frampton. This was a Kickstarter over on Kickstarter, and it successfully funded. These are the cards. Of course, there's 2 decks. I'm going to do my best to show you both decks, but for the most part, they're pretty close. They're pretty identical. Really, the only difference is a color change from one to the other. The green deck is the Uranium 52 deck. The red deck is the Biohazard 52 deck. These are apocalyptic, nuclear-themed decks. The front of the tuck cases show their respective symbols, and then each side has the name of the deck. The bottom has a little bit of ad copy and says that they were printed from Licorice Press. The top has their symbols again and an original tuck seal. And the back has the gas masked symbol that you see on the little black paper sleeve. What's the paper sleeve? When you get these decks, they come with a matte black paper sleeve that has a gloss black gas mask symbol on the front, which is pretty cool. The tuck cases are printed on a luxury stock called Nuclear Acid, and they're printed with glossy black foil. Popping the tuck cases open, you're gonna see that the entire liner is filled with the respective symbols as well. And that's everything I can say about the tuck cases. Let's break them open. Let's look at these cards. The back designs are printed in their respective lime green and red colorway. It is a bespoke design inspired by the old test patterns that you used to see on TV way back in the 1930s. Nowadays, when you see that test pattern in pop culture, it usually means some sort of impending apocalypse. The real difference between the 2 designs, of course, is the uranium symbol or the biohazard symbol. And up at the top, it does say the name of the respective deck. And then in the middle there, you're going to have a different number, whereas the green deck says 238,029. The red deck says PF09156. With this deck, you'll get 2 jokers. It's the gas mask symbol, and it does say Joker in each corner. Also with the deck, you'll get a double backer and an extra 9 of diamonds, which is great for magic tricks. Your ace of spades is a skull design atop a nuclear explosion. It says designed by CHSD playing cards made in the UK. Your pips and indices are custom. You have a custom layout as well. The pips seem to be gathered in the center of each card and then laid out almost symmetrically. You'll notice that the indices and the font have all been completely redesigned as well, but blacks are black and reds are a darker red. Your core cards are also unique illustrations. They seem to be front-facing courts, all wearing gas masks. And another cool thing about these decks is David Frampton worked very closely with Licorice Press in creating a custom engineered ink for the deck, which will grow brightly under UV light. All in all, these decks are a nice combination of minimalism and detailed illustration. But that's just what these cards look like. You also want to know how they feel and handle. Right? I can take 10 of these cards and stick them under the caliper, and it comes to 2.98, which means they are a thick card. They are a very thick card, what we would consider to be a casino quality thickness. And on top of that, you're like, who is Licorice Press? Licorice Press is a UK-based paper printing company that David Frampton worked closely with in making these cards. And of course, you want to know, well, how are they? They glide well. They do have a texture on them. You can feel the texture. They have a very flimsy feel to them. I don't mean that in a negative way. I just mean that they're very bendy. They have a even though it's a thick deck, they have a thin feel to the cards themselves. Shuffling wise, if you were going to do an end-to-end shuffle, and that's usually how we can tell cut on cards, is doing an end to end when you push the ends together. When you push these ends together, they do absolutely nothing. It's like two trucks hitting each other on the freeway. So they don't seem to have a bevel to the cut. So it doesn't seem to be a bevel one way or another. They just seem like flat pieces of paper. Well, that's everything I can say about the Uranium and Biohazard playing cards. I want to thank David Frampton for allowing me to have these so that I could do the review for you. And if you'd like to find them for yourselves, I would head on over to their Instagram page, which is CHSD Playing Cards. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.